Hello everyone, very good morning and good evening to all. Let us start our today's session. In our previous session, we have started with task flows in IICS. So it is nothing but equal to workflow in Informatica Power Center. So we do have different task flows. And apart from this task flow, all are like a template, so we can use it. So if you do not want to use all this, so you can directly go with task flow and start the task. Okay, so you can add whatever the task you want. So we have seen some of the tasks in our last session. So we will continue. So if you see this, we have seen, right? So we have seen if I have two different parallel tasks. Okay. So we have taken one task status, right? So if this task status completed, then we have to go with the task status equal to success. If it is not completed, we have to go with this one, right? See, actually, if I have two different flow or four different flow or three different flow, parallel flow, if I have multiple tasks, how can I check whether all the data tasks completed, then we have to trigger the next one, right? So we have to assign some variable. So, but normally we'll have some in our power center, we have some options called, if you have multiple link here, then you'll be having link task under R, right? But here we do not have in that way. So we will create some assignment task. The assignment task to set a value. Okay, so we can use some assignment task. We can use for different purpose. So here we will use in this way. So I will take assignment task here. Okay, so keep the task here. So what I'm going to do, this status, both status should be succeeded. Then I have to go to this one. If status is failed, if any one of the status is failed, then we have to go with task one failure email. So how can I test it? Right. So if you open the assignment task, we have to assign some variable. See here, I do not have any value to assign, right? So I need to assign value. That's it. So if you want to assign it these two value from these two tasks, then you can use directly. But if you want to hard code some values, okay, you want to assign some value, then you have to go to start button. Okay, the start button. Click on the start. If you go down a little bit, so you can find output field, right? So in general, start, and we'll be having input field, input to this particular start, and output field. So you are getting output from the start. Wherever you want to use it, okay, use this particular string or date or something, system date or something, you can use it here. So just to go to the start, go to output field. So click on this add. So you can add some field. Okay, so I'm going to add a field. Okay, say for an example, this is something like a string. Okay, string field. So here it will ask whether this particular field is date and time, date or checkbox or number, integer, all this, right? So I'm going to take simply like a text. Okay, text you can take or integer you can take, anything you can take. I'm going to assign like both should be equal. Then I have to make it like a pass or failure. Okay, so just I'm going to the assignment task. So go to the assignment task. And if you are going to make this assignment, okay, so click on the plus symbol here. So it will ask you to assign. So which one I want to go for. Now you are able to see the string, right? So previously we were not able to see the string. So take the string here and then you can write. Okay, if you want to write some content, yes, you can write, but we are going to write some formula. So take the formula. So click on this f of x. So here we can write the formula. So this is what we can write more formulas here, right? Functions and all this. See here, these formulas are a little bit different in the Power Center one. Okay, so here we have different formulas. So you'll be having a date and time. So all the formulas, current date, current time, right? So all this you'll have. So last day of the day, month. So all this you'll have. So you can make use of these functions and create a formulas. So I'm just using this. Okay. So what is that I'm using? If. Okay. So if condition I'm going to use if this particular status, right? So both status should be succeeded. Go to output parameter, task status. Just to click on the task status order, add. So we'll be finding this task status. So it will take in the runtime. So what the value of the task status it will take equal to 1. So 1 means it's like we'll be having 1 is nothing but success, 0 is nothing but failure. So actually we need to take sorry. So actually we need to take the one, right? Success status. So we have to take 1 here. So make it like as within single quotes, and you can go for other task. Okay, so both should be like see you have to make under R. So anything any one is success, then you have to go for, then you have to put R here. If both should be succeeded, you have to make and. So you can go here, you can make task status, right? So and equal to 1. So this is also equal to 1. If both should be 1, then close it. And if this one, if then, so if then, so you're making pass or failure. Just I can make pass, else fail. Okay, so this is the way you have to do, and you can click on OK. Okay, so we have created the formulas. So if condition, then else fail. Okay, so it's like we do not have validation here, but oh sorry, yes, and we have to put right. Yes, so automatically it will validate. See here, we have to put and here. So that's why we were not seeing that the validation error. Okay, so now it will return pass or failure. That's it. So click on OK. So here go to decision. So either it will give pass or failure, right? So in the decision you can make in this way. So I will go to pass if this one. So you can take this one string, give this value equal to pass, contains pass. Okay, equal to pass, equals pass. Then you have to go for this one. Okay, status success email. Else you have to go to the failure email. So this way you can assign a value. So if you want to give any values, so assign a value, this is what you have to give. So if you want to make anything like a API, okay, so like a process, this URL you need to trigger from outside, then you can go for publish. So if you want to make it like a API, but here I'm going with run. This how to publish I will tell you later. So I will take one session on this CA. So there I will tell you how to make a publish to the URL, how to get the URL. Okay, so I'm just running this. If you go inside, so you can check here, right? So it will take some time and then it will be, so mail will get triggered, right? See here, assignment, and this way we are getting it. Okay, but if you see this, I think you have asked some questions. Okay, so if something failure from here, how can I start from here, right? So normally the support team, for an example, in production support, if you have many flows, okay, like we have data transfer task here, different task we have. So these two has completed, but this one has failed. So from here, right hand side, you have to move, right? From here to right hand side, you have to start. So if you are going to start from the beginning, it will start from the beginning. But if you go to this flow, it will tells you that where it is failed, right? So you have to check why it has failed all this. You have to go for log and then you have to check. Okay, so you have fixed that issue. Okay, some error due to some records and you have fixed the issue. So you have to start from here. So you'll be seeing one button here, right? So run from here. So this option you have to start. Then it will be executed from here. Okay. So you have to start from here. So run from here means it will be starting execution from current step successfully invoked. So that's why it will be invoked in this way. You can start. Okay. So I hope you are clear. So how to invoke from here and how to trigger. So from this, it will be invoked. It will get invoked. Then if you refresh that particular task, you can able to see. So from where it is running, all this you are able to see here, right? So assignment, and you are saying that okay, from here only it is starting. So this is one thing. So from where you want to start. Okay. So you remember we have seen file list concept, right? Oh, sorry. 1 minute. So what is file list? So your customer, say for an example, this is our location, some locations. If your customer is placing a file today, today they are placing some 5 files, 10 files or number of files they are placing. Today they are placing 5 files, but same structured file. So we have to load it into a target table. We assume that we have to load it into a target table. So here I have to load it from IICS, right? And tomorrow they are placing different number of files. Tomorrow they are placing like 10 different files. Day after tomorrow they are placing 7 files, but same structure file. So employees file or some files. You assume that the files are available in this way. Okay. So I'm going to take input files. I'm asking my source team saying that, okay, so whatever I will inform them in the initial day itself. So place the file by 7 a.m. morning. Okay, all the files should be placed at 7 a.m. So whatever the files are available here, so that file I will read it. I will load it into the target table. If any other files arrived after that, I will process in the next day. So that's what I will inform. Okay. We assume that there are files here. 3 files are there. Today I have to run the 3 files, right? So I will inform them. So where is the file? File list concept. So I will go to, we have file list concept here. The mail. Okay. So here I have one task, file list task, right? So it will check for the file in the source file directory. Okay. So where the file is available here, input file, but it will check the config file or master file, right? File list config.txt. So from here it will be checking this. How many files are there? 3 files are there. Yes. So it will take these 3 files from this particular source and then it will be flowing. So you can check the field here. So all the fields are available and then it will be processed, right? This is the file list. Okay. So this one I will create one mapping task. I'll create one mapping task for this. You go for empty underscore file underscore list for employees file. I will keep this network, the runtime environment, and I'll go for this file list. So it is like indirect file loading in our Informatica Power Center, right? We have already seen this. Okay, so I'm not doing anything here. Just I have created one mapping task. Okay, so I have just created one mapping task. Okay, so I'll go to the task flow now. I'll create a new task flow. Go to a task flow. So here the The condition is, so today you might be having 5 files, tomorrow you might be having 10 files, 7 files, or any files. See, they might be keeping different files. See, if I'm going with hard coded file configuration file, right? This way means daily this number of files only I can read it and I can load it, right? So that's the way I can put here the data transfer task here, and you can get the file list task. So if I'm going to run this task, file list, then I'll go to the general, I'll place this one. Okay, say for an example, this is the one I'm processing it. If I'm going to run, so how many tables it will get loaded? Sorry, how many files it will get loaded? 3 files, right? So only 3 files it will get loaded. So tomorrow they are making that more number of files. Underscore file list for employees data. You assume that. So here I'm going to place a command task. I'm going to place a command task. How many files they are going to keep here? With that number of files, I'm going to create this config.txt file. Okay, say for an example, today they are placing 5 files. All the file names I have to place it here. Okay. Then tomorrow, if they are placing 10 files, I have to create this 10 files. Okay, a config file, I'm going to create it. Say I will delete the config file. Okay, so I need to write a command for this particular task. In real time, how can we write? In real time project, we have to write Unix command. But here I'm going to create batch command. So this is a batch file. You see this Windows batch file. Just you can create like text file and save as batch file. Okay, say for an example, you can create this way, open the file and you write some batch command. Okay, something like you can put echo here. So touch.txt you are writing. Then go to this file. Okay, so here I have to create a touch file. So I have to go for touch file. Sorry. So in this location, so this is the Windows command, touch.txt. So save as, go to save as, just to save the file, go to file type as all files. So I'm making that touch.batch file. So .bat file, that's it. You save this and you can see here one batch file has been created, right? So you have to save this file. Okay. See, this is a touch file creation file. The same way I have created list files is one of the command. You can see here, I will open in Notepad++. I'll show you. Okay, so this is the command. I will give you this command. So it's nothing but what the command will do. So dir is like a directory. Okay, so it will create whatever the how many. It's like a listing out. In Unix, we will make ls, right? Same way in Windows, it's a directory dir. Dir, go to this particular path. I'm informing that Windows, right? I'm informing Windows that go to this particular path and list down the folders, subfolders, all the files. Okay, you have to go to some arranged format, and you can go to this. You can create master.txt. Okay, I will make config.txt. So config.txt only we are using, right? Source file. Yes, this file should be created. So based on the number of files are available in this particular path. Which path? So we will inform them, the source team, that you create the file like this in this particular path. Okay. I have created the path file. Okay. So now I will go to this one. I will take the command task here. Take the command task. In real-time project, as I told, we have to provide Unix command. Here we will put Windows command. Okay. Open this command task. Go to input field. Okay. So input field. So here you can take content. Yes. Select agent group. You can make this agent. Okay. Script one. So you can take the script one, script file name. So you have to provide the file name here. Okay. So file name here. So where is the file name or command task? This is the file, right? So take this slash. This is the file name. Okay. So file names are very case sensitive. You have to provide in that way. Dot bat 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 file. Okay. So what Informatica will do? So while running this command task, it will open this command task. It will execute. That's it. So if you want to test it, these commands, you can go to Windows R command. So this is the one, right? So you can go to this one and you can execute this command. Say for an example, this command, I will execute. Okay, config1.txt. Assume that config1.txt, I'm just executing, not config.txt. So if you want to test it, this way you can test. So you can paste it here. You can run it. See here, command where it has been executed. Say config1.txt, right? Has been created. If you see this, it has created 3 different files, file names. That's it, with locations, right? In this particular location, input files. Say for an example, I'll go and create one more file, 2 more files, right? So don't give any space here. Just make it like 4 or 6, anything, any file name you can give. 6 I'm giving. Okay. So if I go and create one more file, it will overwrite the file. So you can see here config1 dot, right? So just you can open it. See, file has been created 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Yes. See, this file should be created here, right? Config1.txt. So you can test this way. So whether it is creating or not. So what I will do, I will delete this file as of now. So I will give this to our Informatica. Informatica will do that. If you want to test it, yeah, this is way, but here we are providing like a Windows command, but in real-time project, you have to use Unix command. Okay. So here I'm keeping how many files? 5 different files. All the 5 different files should get loaded into the target table, right? Into this target table, T underscore employees table. Okay. So how many records are there? We will check. 5 different file means 535 records should get loaded. We'll see if it is getting loaded or it is not getting loaded. Select start. It should get loaded. That's what the master file has been created, right? But I will truncate it. I will show you. Truncate table name. Okay. So you can check here. So this is a command task. So you can use some command. Any command you can use. Normally, you can place some commands in the server and you can call that particular command. Okay, so I'm going to create, to execute this. If I'm executing, config.txt file should be created here. See, it will create here. Has created, right? Config.txt. This is the file we are giving like source for the next flow. Source for the next flow. Okay, it got failed actually. You'll see why it got failed, right? It is failed. Okay, so if it is failed, we have to check here. Suspended status, right? Go here, we'll check. So no files were available for that target due to the configuration of the mapping. Okay. No fields were available for the target. Okay, so 1 minute, we'll see whether it has been removed or not. Okay, it's a delimiter issue actually. Okay, it's a delimiter issue. We will open the file. We'll see that what is the delimiter. Okay, so different delimiter, right? Multiple delimiters. So we have the tilde symbol, at symbol, hash symbol, right? Okay, so I'll go here. This is what you have to troubleshoot. The source, format options, multiple delimiters. Place the delimiter here. Click on OK. We will now itself we will check the what is the date and time format. Okay, it's mm-dd-yy. mm-dd-yy. mm-dd. See here, different format, right? We'll check it. We'll change it actually. mm-dd-yy. So otherwise, again, it will fail. So one more thing we have to make sure. What is that? We have to check the field, right? Edit metadata to number 4, higher date, date and time, job ID, salary number. It's a 10-digit string number. It's a 4,2. This is also number 4,2 or 4. That's fine. It's a whole number, right? So we can make source here. Yes, we'll save this. So we have the file now. We have already filed. So from where we have to start? So we have to start from the where it has been left out, right? So we'll go to the my jobs, open the job here. So from here you have to start, right? So you have to start from here. Oh, you are not able to see. Okay, so we can start. No, we have to. Okay, it's in suspended status, right? So that's why it is not starting from here. We can from here itself we can start. Sorry, not from here. You have to start inside. Go inside. So here you start. In production environment, we will not have access. Okay, so 535 record has been loaded. I'm not doing anything now. Okay, just I'm changing the number of files. Today I'm placing 3 more files. Okay, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many files are there? We have totally 8 files are there, right? Okay, these 8 files should be loaded. Okay, you assume that. Actually, we need to archive this. After the load, we have to archive this to different folder. You know, right? So how to archive? So just you have to move MOVE. So move this file to another folder. That's it. Whatever the files we have, just to move all the files to another folder. That you have to write one more script. That's it. So just I'm going to restart the same task flow one more time. This time it should complete. It will overwrite the config file. Okay, so it has been completed. How many record it should? So 8 into 107, right? So these many records should have loaded. You can go to the task. 856 record has been loaded. So if you go and check in the file here, config file, see the 8 files has been created, right? So this way you can write the command, but here we are writing command like Windows command. Okay. Say for an example, so previously you remember we have created a touch file. Manually we have created a touch file, right? But instead we can create our own touch file. So here we can create a touch file. That touch file should be a event trigger for another workflow. Okay, say for an example, 2 task flows there. So this is the task flow 1. Okay, this task flow 1, then this is our task flow. So the second task flow. So once this is our source team, you assume that this is our source team. They are completing this. Once they have completed the task flow, we should trigger this task flow 2. But we do not have any control from these two teams. We do not have a control on the same network. No, it's same network, but different teams. Okay. It cannot be done in the scheduler. They're a different team. Okay. So we will make them like we'll work with them and then we'll inform them. Okay. So once you have completed your task flow, you create one touch file here, like indicator file or the handshake file. We'll call it as handshake file, right? So if the file has arrived, okay, so we have seen already, but if the file has been arrived, we'll assume that, okay, they have completed their load for today. They will place the file. So even they will place the file. Okay, so even they will place the file. Sometimes they are transferring the huge data file. Okay, today this transfer is happening, but while transferring, we should not consume the file. Okay, so what they will do, once they have transferred all the data file to the SFTP, they will create one more indicator file. If the indicator file has arrived, then we'll assume that, okay, they have transferred all the data to our network. So if the touch file has arrived, then we have to put our event wait here. It will wait for the event and then it will get triggered. So you remember last time we have created the touch file manually, right? So, but how can I create a touch file today? So I can go here, say for an example here, I will tell you how to create a touch file, but you can create it, okay? So you can move the data from one particular folder to other folder or anything. So just I'm creating a touch file here, open this. So this is the source for other team, okay? Then I have to create a touch file. So I'll go here, I'll make this this is the touch file, right? Touch dot this one dot batch file. So you have to mention that fully qualified path. So just sorry. copy this and paste it here. Okay, so it will create one touch file here. See, this file should be a source for other teams. That's it. See here, I do not have any touch file here, right? So this command, this touch batch file command will create a file here. That's it. So you can create any other path. I'm just running this. Once this is completed, it will create a file. Okay, it has been completed. It should have created one touch file here. Yes, it has created on touch, but it will have echo dot on. Okay, echo is on, but if you want to remove, yes, you can put appropriate command to remove it, 0 KB file. But after reaching the touch file, so you can go to the event wait. If you want to delete it, in the event wait, you have to make a delete touch file. So it will get deleted. So, so that concept you have already seen. Okay. Assume that this is what our team, and we are sending the data, this particular, whatever the table we are loading, this table is consumed by other team. So we have to inform them. Okay. Once our data load has been completed, we have to inform them. So just we are informing by using the touch file. Then they will create a event wait. Even they are scheduling by 7:30 or 7 a.m. or whatever the timing. Okay. So even though it has started at 7:30, it will wait for the file to arrive. Once the file has been arrived, it will get triggered automatically, right? So this is what we can set the dependency between two different workflows, the task flows. Clear? So you try this and yes, it will automatically do that. Okay. So I will create one more task flow. I'll create one more task flow with one more scenario. That what is the scenario here? Say for an example, you are getting scenario like your task flow should complete, okay, by 5 minutes. Normally it should complete by 5 minutes. This task flow should complete by 5 minutes. Okay, if it is running more than 5 minutes, if it is running more than 5 minutes, you should trigger one mail to the support team. Okay, you should trigger one mail to the support team saying that this particular task flow is taking more time to complete today. So you are alerting. Okay, it's like SLA job. 5 minutes, I'm saying something like some time. That's it. You can go for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the time. If it is running more than 20 minutes or more than half an hour, sometimes it will happen, right? Something it has hanged. If it is running long time, no one is watching it, and it is showing like running, then we will miss the SLA. It should not happen. If it is running 5 minutes more, say 5 minutes is example one time I'm saying. If it is running for more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it may be, you have to trigger one mail. Okay, you should not stop this flow, let it run, but you are alerting your team that this particular task flow is taking more time. Okay, you have to trigger one mail, or you have to fail this flow. Okay, so you have to fail this particular flow saying that it is taking longer time. You have to trigger one more time or something. Okay, so whatever it may be, you can put this way. So interrupt it, fail it, then again you can run it. So how can I put? Say for an example, I'll go for one more task here. So this time I will take any task. So go to data task, select the task. Okay, so I can take this particular task itself. If it is running more than 10 seconds. See why? Because here it will not run more than 5 seconds, right? So I will take 5 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever it may be. So I will take some 10 seconds or something. Okay. If it is taking more time, then I have to trigger it, right? Okay, so I have to go to mail. So this mail I should trigger. Okay, so how can it trigger? Say for an example, if you open this task, if you go a little bit down, you are seeing the events, right? Events. So if you click on the events here, add events. So one event will get added here. Okay. So one event will get added here. So this is the event, but this is the normal flow. Normal flow. But this event, when should I trigger it? After 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes or after 5 seconds. See, I'm going for 5 minutes. Just I'm not doing any select field and all 5 minutes. Interrupting means it will fail the flow. Interrupt in 5 minutes. That means it will flow, will get interrupted. This flow will get interrupted, but I'm not interrupting it. I'm just using this timer, 5 minutes. See here occurs in 5 minutes, but here 5 minutes it will not run. Going for 5 seconds. Okay, just 5 seconds. If it is running more than 5 seconds, I have to trigger a mail. So you assume that some alert you have to provide. Mail or something else if you want to do, you can do it. Okay, so I will keep here mail task. Occurs in 5 seconds on mail. So here I'll go to the mail here. Email to, so whatever the email ID. Normally you will have DL, right? A distribution list. Here I'm using direct mail. So I'll go for CC, BCC, all this. The task. File list task is taking or okay, so taking long time today. Simply I'm writing, that's it. Okay. So I'll go here and which task flow. All this we can put in the I team, right? So I'll put support team. Okay. Or ETL team. So data transfer task. So this task, right? Task name. So task name we have object name. We'll place the task name here, task ID here. So why? Because we do not know, right? Sorry. Task name. And I'll put the task name here. Okay. Object name. So what is the object name here? Okay. It should pass the task name. Okay. Or task ID. So with the task ID, we can find. Okay. So you can put task ID as well. So because our object name will take only table name, I think so. But run ID, task ID we can take. Based on the task ID, we can narrow down the which task it is. But we do not have any other field. Okay. We'll see. In the mail, we'll see. Okay. So that's what we have. I have saved it. I'm going to run it. Okay. So mail has been sent already. Okay. So mail has been sent, but this flow also has been completed, but we will tell them, right? So this is the one, right? Okay, task name, task ID, this not captured. File task is taking longer time. Okay, so we can put what is the task name exactly. Directly we can put, why? Because this is only task name, right? We are not going to make it dynamically. So file list task is taking more time to complete for today. So this way you can get it. Okay, clear? So this is the one. And for an example, this one, I have to decide. Okay, so decide if the source doesn't have data for today. Okay, say for an example, source I will go for, I will change this one to different task. I'm checking source doesn't have any data for today. It should wait for some time. It should wait for some time. And again, it should trigger. Okay, actually, we should not make in that way. So I'm saying that how to make the jump task, looping, all this or that. See why? Because you should not make always the resource to be running, right? So instead of that, you can suspend the flow. After that, again, you can create. See here, I will take one more table, employees one dot, this one, employees one. If no data is available here, okay, so I will create one more table, create table name, employees underscore test table. Okay, let's select start from employees one. I'm just taking that where one equal to two. So that means I do not have any data, right? I do not have any data in this particular file. Okay, if there is no data in the file, in the table, again we have to wait for some more time, like say for an example 10 minutes, and I again I have to trigger this particular flow. Okay, this flow. So just how to make the loop, that's it. Okay, to tell you that. So in real time project, this way, if you want to make use of this, you can go for this way. Say for an example here, I'm using different task. Why? Because this is flat file, right? So I'll go to a task flow here. This task flow, I will change it to this task flow. So this task, I will take one more mapping. I will take this particular source. You may get a different real time, different scenario, real time. Yes, you have to check all the, if you know all the task very well, if you have practiced, then even if you're getting different flow, then you can take. Okay, if you're getting different task. Okay, I will take just simply one table, that's it. As of now, there is no data in the table. If there is no data in the table, we should, again we should wait for 2 minutes. Again, we have to trigger the same flow. But normally we will handle it in the scheduler. Okay, scheduler, again we will go for 10 more minutes, then we will schedule it. But script also you can handle it. Okay, so for the particular day, in the script you can make it like a day, today's run has been completed. Yes, you will make an entry in the table, so it has been completed, right? If the entries are available for today, then we will skip the flow. If the entries are not available for today, then again we will run it one more time. Okay, that's why we will put it. But here, how can I make loop? So I'll go for this mapping name as m underscore test mapping. Okay, data test mapping. Just making that. And I'll go for the target here. I'll go to task, insert only. I will take p underscore employees table. Instead of searching like this manually, you can go for search. I'm just enabling the truncate and load. Field mapping, just mapping it. Okay. So this is the way I have created one map. Sorry. I have created one mapping. For this mapping, I will create a mapping task. So MT underscore test data mapping. I will go to the task flow here. I will remove this. I will change this. Okay, so here I have to remove and I have to create one more time. Okay, so I have created. I'll go to the events. I'll create an event here after 5 seconds. 5 seconds I have to take. And the same way I have to go for notification task if you want. Okay, so I'll go to this time. I will go for some decision task. I will decide it whether it has data or not. I'll take the decision task here. Okay, I will take the decision. Open the decision task. So go to the data task one, task prop, sorry, output parameters, source success rows, right? Source success rows greater than 1. If source success rows equal to greater than 1, I have to go this way. I have to this way. Otherwise, I have to again I have to run this particular flow. You have to wait for some time. Okay. You have to wait for, say, for an example, if the data is not available, you have to go for waiting. You wait for 2 minutes. Okay. So wait period is 1 minute or 2 minutes or whatever it may be. You can make 2 minutes. After a wait period, 2 minutes, it will get succeeded. So again, you have to go back to this particular flow. So you can put jump here. So jump where I want to jump to the data task one. So if you click on the jump here, it will show you like where I have to jump. So I have to jump to data task one. So here I have to jump. Okay. So otherwise you have to flow this way. Say for an example, just I'm using map this task, notification task. Here also I will put one notification task. So this notification task I will make at rediffmail.com. Okay. So here so greater than 1 means data is available. This test data mapping has been completed, right? Test data load has been completed. See, I'm not writing any content here. Just I'll go to this one. I'll make, oh, sorry, here I think mail ID I have to change. So we'll trigger after 2 minutes. So here I'm making 2 minutes in real time. If you want to make some more time, you can make it more time also. Okay, so I'll go here and yeah, it's 12. Okay, so wait for 1 minute. Again, you have to go for jump. Then once loaded, you have to go here. Okay, so if you want, instead of notification task, if you want to do any other task, yes, you can do it. So after notification task, if you want to throw some error, okay, so you have to throw some error. You can put throw here. Throw means it will be stopping. Okay, it will be failing. You can go here. You can put. So what is the code? You want to put some code. You want to take it. A reason you want to take some reasons. Yes, you can take, but throw means it will fail. That's it. After that, finally it will throw. So you have to actually, you have to, the throw, you have to make some, the code is not empty. Yes. So go to throw, open it. Content, at least you have to use some content code. It is failed. Fault. I'm making that code. So what is the code for that failure? What is the code I'm getting? Just I'm taking, that's it. Okay, as of now, there is no data in the source, right? It should flow. Same way, it should flow again and again. So I'll go for run here. Just you know this one, what is that, right? Just I'll go run. So every 2 minutes once, it should trigger. See, I got mail actually. Test data load has been failed due to no data in source. Re-trigger after 2 minutes, right? Yes. So now it is waiting for this task. Okay. So it has been completed this flow. It is waiting. Just I have triggered the mail to notify us, right? So again, it will go for wait and some more minutes. It will wait for 2 minutes. It will wait and again it will get triggered. So by the time I will load the data, okay. Insert into this table, select star from this table. After inserting, you have to commit, otherwise it will not be committed. See here, I have committed, right? After 2 minutes, it will go and check. Not yet completed. Actually, wait task is waiting. Showing like running, right? Still running. If it is 2 minutes, that's okay, but we should not make more resources waiting, okay, this flow. We'll get mail actually. If the task has been completed, you'll get mail, right? By the time we can come to know whether it has been completed or not. Okay. So this has been completed, has been jumped to the data task 1. You can see here. Okay, now this time it went to notification task 1 and failed. Status has been failed. Throw means it will throw error. We'll get mail actually. Okay, I'm not using correct email ID. task 1. Let's see this. Wait, task 1. Okay, so has been completed. That's fine, but IICS 12 rediffmail.com should get triggered. Okay, see here, we got the mail, right? Actually, this is wrong. I forgot to remove this. Test data load has been completed. But if I haven't loaded the data here, again 2 minutes, it will re-trigger. Okay. So I hope you are clear. So how to use the different task flow, right? So assignment task, data transfer task. This one we will have the process. So integration of task means the process we have to use. Not here to, yeah. So here you can use this way. You can open this CI process. Okay. So if you have any CI process, then you can select it here, but we do not have any process here. Okay. And command task, file watcher, ingestion task. This is also CI only. A subtask flow, decision task, parallel task, jump, throw, wait. So I hope you are clear around all of this. Okay. So just to go through all the task and take it. So first to practice this one, we can have again different logic on this. So I will try to give some exercises on this. Okay. So first try this one and I will give you some exercise. Try to complete that exercise. Okay. So that you can make use of this task. Any questions here? I got one question. Instead of time limit, can we re-trigger based on number of times? Yeah, we can count it. In the assignment task, you can put count. Okay. So you can count it one assignment, take one number CNT, assign CNT equal to CNT plus 1. Okay. Just you can count it. The assignment task I told, right? We can count it one and again go for 2, 3, 4 in that way. Yes, we can do. Any other questions? I will give you some exercises. Okay. So if you are trying to complete that exercise, definitely you'll be able to get the things. Okay.
Yeah, hi,
Can we
Chandra.
re-trigger automatically if a task fails? Oh, that's what. See, if the task fails, we cannot trigger automatically. You have to do it in the scheduler. But scheduler, we will not trigger automatically, right? Some data issue might be occurring, right? It is getting loaded, duplicate data. We have to check why it is failing all this. If in production task flow running slowly compared to previous day, then what is our approach? Taking longer time. We have to do the performance tuning. So we'll see the performance tuning tomorrow. But here we do not have much performance tuning. Only two options are available. PDO and partitioning, that we will take it tomorrow. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hi, Chandra. I have a doubt on the tasks. Can you open the synchronization task for me once?
Sorry,
Can you open the synchronization task for me once?
synchronization task. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think it has been. Okay, here we have. Mhm. Yeah, tell me.
Can you go to target? Go to field mapping source.
Sorry,
Field mappings. Field mapping.
field mapping. Okay, here.
Okay. Here under the actions, right? I can see an expression and the lookup symbol. Can you explain the features of these ones?
Where you are saying?
Action tab, actions. See status name in the target, and then actions,
Okay, here.
expression or lookup.
Uh-huh.
Here we find the symbol lookup and
Yeah, that's what. See,
expression.
you know what is lookup, right? You know what is
Yes.
expression.
Mm-hmm.
The expression, see, for an example, you are having salary column.
Okay.
If you want to go for some calculation on this field, you can write some expressions. Okay, here you can open it. So you can write some expressions. Say, for an example, salary into something. Okay, 0.2 or something. Okay, you can write
Okay.
validate, unvalidated. Okay, click OK. But here, if you want to do some lookup, for an example, some columns. So email ID, based on the employee ID, you have to get the email ID. So you have to look up here. So you are using some lookup transformation over there, and you want to look up some values. Then use the lookup here. Okay. So you have to write some lookup here, saying the formula. You know, right? Colon LKP dot. You can write that expression, but you have to use lookup. You should have used lookup over there in the mail. In the sorry, uh, in the mapping, the
Right.
synchronization task, you should have a lookup.
Okay, I was trying to write a lookup and it was showing like this. This is an expression associated with this target.
That's
You
what
must
is the
clear.
lookup you are writing.
Not exactly here. I was comparing department number with the department number field
Hmm.
from department table and employees table. So I was writing a condition over there saying the department number is equal to department number.
Okay. So
At
have
that
you
time,
taken the department table over there?
yes.
So you have taken source departments table.
Yeah,
Okay.
department as well as EMP. So I try to join those and try to bring the department number here.
Okay. But you have to use some lookup table as well, right? In the mapping.
Yes, I made the source type as multiple instead of going with single.
No. Source table multiple is joins.
Yes,
Okay. That is not lookup. If you're going for multiple, right? That is not a lookup. That is not a lookup. It is a joins. You are adding tables to it. For an example, you are taking departments table. That means you are taking employees table, departments table, you are joining it.
yes, I am joining it here and I am
Hmm.
trying to bring a lookup condition over there by comparing it with department number and department number.
Okay. So departments dot department ID equal to employees dot department ID, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, here itself it will be compared. Why you are comparing?
No, I was trying to do the lookup over there because I found that
No, it's
symbol.
already compared here. That's what I'm saying. Why you want to do lookup again?
Like I was trying to explore that lookup. That is the reason. Like I was
So
trying to
no,
some
lookup
condition.
field is different meaning. This join is different meaning actually. So you have already joined here, right? No need to look up again. You'll be getting department name automatically to the next level. Okay, so you have to get the department names. So employees dot, this one you can remove. It's a self join condition. Okay. So we have taken two tables. Oh, I think it's while removing, it's getting removed. It's taking self join condition also in the database. So your employees dot employee ID, a departments dot manager ID. But it is joining here itself. Okay. If you go to the field mapping, you'll be having department name also, right?
Yes.
You're having already department name.
Mm.
Okay, so you have to have department name in the target feed, target table, then you have to map it. No need to go for lookup for this. Okay.
Okay.
See, you need to have table here first of all to get this department name. You have to create one column, right? Department name. So that
Yes.
should be created. Then you have to map it. That's it.
Mhm.
But if you want to do any, that's what. See, if you want to go for look, what is your task means? This is synchronization task. This is not a data transfer task. Okay, synchronization task, we will use it for synchronize the data between two different tables. That's it. Okay. If you want to write some transformation logic, go for data transfer task, not on the synchronization task. Okay, the purpose is different here. But there, what is the use of expression? What is the use of lookup? If I want to do some expressions on the expression logic on the column, then you can write it. But that column should be there actually. Okay.
Yes.
You might have not taken the department name column from the target table. Okay, so you take the target table, just map it. It should be mapped. You can get definitely. So the way I did it right, the same way you can do it. Okay, you can able to do. Okay, any other questions from others? Kindly practice it. Tomorrow we'll see the. I got one more question. If you are using throw means does the whole mapping? No, not a mapping. Whole task flow will get failed. That's it. Okay, finally it will get failed. You can put some conditions. Will throw stop the workflow and kill the process in the server. Yes, it will stop the flow and it will uh, kill the process. Okay. Yeah, I'm running out of time. So if you have any other questions, I will take it tomorrow. Okay. Thank you all. We'll meet tomorrow, same time. Whatever the doubts you have, you can ask me tomorrow. Okay. Thank you all.